there is something happening in Area Zero. And while everyone else has their eyes turned to Area Zero via Oni Mountain, Reshiram has turned his eyes, however, toward the great crater of Paldea. Perhaps this is just me, but I noticed a very subtle change in the game that leads me to truly believe something is truly happening in Area Zero.
Is there more to us than the words we say, the games we play? Can we know that we're not dreaming?
Now, let me just say that I'm in no way like Tyranitar Tube or Birdkeeper Tobu, nor do I do such heavy research like Lock, Stockin, and Noggin. I mostly focus on battling and making little videos that I think are either entertaining, while also entertaining my viewers on Twitch, or help people get into Pokemon battling, and helping wherever I can for those who are looking to get into competitive Pokemon in general. But as of the Teal Mask, I've been noticing some things, changes, subtle yes, but no less noticeable. It all started when I was heading down to Area Zero to do some EV training for Ogerpon. I wasn't interested in just, spamming proteins and feathers, and I felt like doing it the old-fashioned way. It was nothing special, it wasn't about saving money, and obviously I wasn't saving time. I just, felt like bonking a few iron heads and a few iron buttles for speed and physical attack stats. At most, an hour, and I'd be done. But I don't know why, but for some reason, something just felt ever so slightly different as I made my way down. As I was making my way down to where I do most of my EV training, bopping Iron Treads for defense, Iron Hands for attack, Iron Bundle for speed, Jagulus and Glimora for special attack, that is when I noticed it. The off feeling. What the? Iron Valiant? Here? What? At first, I did ignore it. I just ignored it. But I did stare at it for, quite a while. And then I took a picture and I just moved on. But, after a bit more running around, well, I found another Iron Valiant just, running around down here. There's an old saying. One's an anomaly, two's a trend. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, okay, so what? It's Iron Valiant. That's not a new Pokemon. We've seen it before. Heck, you even made a video using all the Paradox Pokemon of both Professor's teams against one another. So what about Iron Valiant is mysterious? Well, that's what's off about it. Its location. Normally, Iron Valiant and Roaring Moon can only be found in this specific location, a very special location. This particular cave here, with the circular floor patterns. And what makes Iron Valiant and Roaring Moon so special in regards to the other Paradox Pokemon is that it can only be found here after you have defeated AI Sada and AI Tura in the standard game. Until you have defeated these two Paradox Pokemon will not spawn. That was, however, before the Teal Mask updates. That was before the Teal Mask. We could only ever find Iron Valiant in this cave. However, as of now, Valiant and Roaring Moon can be found walking around at the bottom of Area Zero. My viewers were a little surprised by this. In fact, when I mentioned it, one of them offered to go into Area Zero to check if Roaring Moon does the exact same thing as Iron Valiant. As just like Iron Valiant, as I said, you can only find Roaring Moon in that cave. And sure enough, after a bit of searching in which, he thought he wasn't ever going to show up, and that this must have been a glitch.
Hi.
Oh, here we go. Here's what I was looking for. And now you know it can actually spawn down here.
Yep, Roaring Moon can be found at the bottom of Area Zero now as well. My viewer doesn't sound as excited as when we found it live, when I was doing some ogre ousting with viewers, but trust me, everyone was going crazy when he found it. I don't know if this was just a glitch, or if it was an oversight, or if this was just a subtle way to show that there are happenings going on in the Great Crater of Paldea, but we can't just overlook the last lines that Briar says before she leaves for Blueberry Academy. She says, "There have been some developments concerning the Great Crater." Yes, there are major story points being looked at that everyone else is covering. Between Kieran going full psycho, a potential fourth member of the Loyal Trio, whether or not Carmine is just Blueberry Academy's version of Nimona, that last one might just be, wishful thinking. But I felt like I had to share this little piece of info with the internet. Is it just me, or is it just an oversight? And, Iron Valiant were meant to be there at the bottom of Area Zero, but never did for whatever reason, and so Game Freak fixed this problem while causing a bunch of other problems. I know, but I'll let you decide. And personally, I think it's more fun to speculate that this is just a little hint, a tease, to say there is something else happening in Area Zero that we aren't noticing yet. And it's making me want to go explore to see if there are other changes, subtle or not. Tell me down below, and I'll see you next time. What are your thoughts, your comments? Let me know. Until next time, bye-bye.
When you've reached the point where you can't go on, just come to me, you'll be safe from harm. If you trust in me, then I'll trust in you. There's nothing more that I need to do. If you put your hands in front of mine, we'll be shining through one at a time. Just understand you're